Down to the nitty-gritty here in the Multi-League Cup Series. 2 races left in the season, 1 race left to find out who is going to race for a championship trophy next week at Phoenix International Speedway. 120 laps here at Martinsville, the distance. We're going to find out which of the 8 championship contenders are going to get cut down in half into 4 championship contenders. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Vidane TV. Thank you so much for tuning in here live this evening. We definitely appreciate having you, and we try to be interactive as we can. So be sure to like us, subscribe to us, share us, let your friends know that you're watching some exciting racing action here in the iRacing simulations here with the Multi-League Cup Series, brought to you by Stone River Outfitters. Taking a quick peek here at the championship points. Wesley Holland out front, Scott Patton in second by it's a tie for first place heading into the championship race. How about that, folks? All 33 races down in the books as of Kansas last week. Wesley Holland, Scott Patton tied for the lead heading into the final race of the regular season, of the round of 8 rather. Jeff Merck, Vern Margheim in 3rd and 4th. Christopher Davis and James Hearns are tied for 5th. Charlie Widener and Eric Talent are in 7th and 8th. And just taking a quick peek here, folks, 25 points from 1st to 8th, and we've got well over 25 cars here this evening. So anything can happen here in the Multi-League Cup Series, and we're getting ready to take these drivers around on a final parade lap to make sure everybody's good to go. The pace car is down and away rolling, and we go 2 by 2 all the way throughout the field as we get ready to do battle here at Martinsville Speedway. And Showtime Paul Strickland Jr. up here in the booth calling all the action, and you can see the starting order there on the Vidane TV scoring pylon on the left-hand side of your screen. All these drivers getting closed up, and James Lehman going to elect to take the bottom side starting on the pole here tonight. And Scott Patton, very strong competitor all season long. Double-digit wins on the season in that Stone River Outfitter Vidane TV car. So you know he's going to be strong here this evening at Martinsville. And you can see lots of dirt down on the bottom side of the racetrack. These drivers have been practicing all afternoon long, getting ready to do battle here. And again, 120 laps on the docket, and we're ready to go racing here at Martinsville. Pace car down and away, and as is the field. Getting ready to take that green flag for the very first time here at Martinsville. 1 race left to find out which 4 of these drivers are going to be contenders in the championship chase. Green flag is in the air side by side into turn number 1, but James Lehman going to use the bottom side of the racetrack to gain the advantage, and he's going to have the lead coming out of turn number 2 with Scott Patton all over his back bumper, and you can see Wesley Holland up there in the championship battle. All these drivers with the red spoilers, the red window banners atop their windshields. Those are the drivers that are fighting for the championship spots, the 4 championship spots. There's 8 of them right now. We're cutting them in half, and those 4 drivers are going to race at Phoenix next week, and whichever one of those drivers finishes higher than the other 3 is going to come home with that championship trophy. Right away here, working lap number 3. We're taking a quick peek here around the racetrack as this race goes on. A little bit of conveyor belt action. These drivers know it's a long race here at Martinsville. 120 laps, 60 miles at the half-mile racetrack, and everybody going to kind of bide their time just a little bit. They know they've got a ways to go to get to the checkered flag, and you need to make sure that to finish the race, you have to first finish. So we'll see how these drivers play out. You can see a little bit of a distance set up now between the leader looking back from James Lehman on to the second place car. And you can see the 46 car hard into the corners, but backs off just a little bit. It looks like the exit is a little bit more being handled a little bit better by James Lehman in the 05 car. But the caution flag going to come out here. There you see it, the 38 and the 79. Playing a little bumper car action there on the front straightaway. 79 going to jump right on and down to the pits, but that's going to bring out the very first Kong Beer Bong instant replay of the evening, and we'll take a peek and find out exactly what brought this caution flag out, and you got to know that it's going to be something that happens here at Martinsville. But we'll take a peek here at the 79, the in-and-out car of Jason Garrett. You see loses the back end coming out of the corner. Vern Markheim in the 33 gets a big piece of it. The Beretta car gets a big piece of it. The 78 in there as well, and the 38 squeezes between that car and the wall, and that's going to put a lot of damage on both of those race cars. And unfortunately, it's going to be a long road of recovery here for these drivers, as they've got a little bit of damage here on the very first caution flag of the evening. And a couple of takers down pit road. Looks like Vern Markheim going to try and get some of that damage repaired on pit road in the 33 car. Justin Michael there as well. You saw him get a piece of it in the 087 Beretta machine. Calvin Miller, Jack Watts, Christopher Davis, Joe Marks, Jason Hughes, John Pansula, John Henderson, and Jason Garrett all down on pit road. And you can see those drivers going to get some service, get a little bit of repairs done, maybe get some 4 fresh tires and make it through the field, through the back part of the field here in a big way. But the lights are on the iRacing Mustang pace car. We're going to take just a quick moment here, folks, to pay a couple of bills here. Take a quick commercial break, or we'll be right back for that green flag racing.
What's one of the biggest challenges of managing a fleet of trucks, tractor trailers, and material handling equipment? Hassling with maintenance, repair, and vehicle breakdown. Trans Service's dedicated contract maintenance service, DCM, takes that hassle away. We maintain your fleet, no matter what the configuration, to the highest standards, while giving you the greatest cost control. We offer preventative maintenance executed to maximum utilization, equipment life, and necessary repairs, all tracked by a state-of-the-art paperless computerized system. Assistance with equipment engineering, configuration, including new engine technology, and onboard computers for your fleet, as well as dedicated fleet contract maintenance. Dedicated on-site service facilities staffed with management and certified maintenance technicians, inventories of parts, tires, and fluids, and all necessary shop equipment, diagnostic tools, and technology. Supporting services such as equipment inspections and assistance with meeting regulatory requirements, DOT, OSHA, EPA. Contact us today to learn about our turnkey contract maintenance solutions. It's all about the experience, yours and ours.
Lining them up once again. You can see 2 wide all the way throughout the field. There goes the pace car. He's going to dip down to the safety of pit road, and we're going to unleash these drivers one more time here at the Paperclip in Martinsville. Still James Lehman up front in the 05 Toyota. Pardon me, Toyota. Scott Patton, Charlie Widener, James Brown, and Daniel Ferguson up in the top 6. Wesley Holland up in there in the 41 car in 3rd place as well. Great jump for the 05 car. Going to get about a car length, 2 car lengths over Scott Patton in 2nd. And those 2 drivers in 2nd and 3rd came into the evening here tonight tied with the points lead. Big time slide there for the 05 car, but he holds on to it. We are still clean and green here on a lap number 12. 120 laps on the docket here tonight. And you can see most of these drivers running the pink wheels for the Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and that's always cool to see. But one thing that's not cool to see, caution flag once again here at the racetrack. Going to take a look again here at the Kong Beer Bong instant replay and find out exactly what went down. And we'll take a peek here. I believe we've got the replay queued up. Follow along with that Bud Light car, the number 36 up there on the outside. Looks like he gets a little high, wide, and handsome. A little 3-wide action in front of him, and there you see the Bud Light car just pointed in the wrong direction. It's going to be Sean Turner who gets nosed into the inside safer barrier, and that's going to bring out caution flag number 2 here on the evening. And again, going to see a lot of these drivers towards the back of the pack come down pit road to see if they can get some of the damage repaired on these race cars. So a little bit of a war of attrition already here at Martinsville. 2 cautions within the first 15 laps. Bet these drivers are going to get a little bit of a talking to here from race officials to make sure that everybody is on their best behavior as these drivers are getting ready to set up a championship battle. And you can see everybody getting closed up. Entry to pit road closed currently right now, but still a couple of drivers are going to come down and get some damage repaired. Lights still on atop the iRacing Mustang pace car, and these drivers know that they've got to get everything squared away and get to racing here, get some green flag laps in, because they know that they're going to be racing for a championship or for the chance at a championship. Wesley Holland, Scott Patton, Jeff Merck, and Vern Markheim, the current top 4 drivers in the point standings. Christopher Davis, James Hearns, Charlie Widener, Eric Talent on the outside looking in. And you do not get the opportunity to jump into the next round or into the championship race with a win. It's all points, so you have to have consistent finishes over the last 3 races to get yourself into this championship race at Phoenix next week. Changing it up just a little bit on the front row. The 05 car going to take the high side this time around. The Scott Patton machine down on the bottom as the lights go off on the iRacing pace car. We get ready to take the green flag here for lap number 18. There goes the pace car down on the pit road, and we're waiting for the 05 car to drop the hammer, and there he goes. A great jump, 3-4 car lengths as he heads on down into turn number 1. And you can see Scott Patton hard into the corners, but the 05 is just so much stronger right now coming off the corners. You can see pulling away here on the back straightaway, but as soon as we get to the corner, Scott Patton gets right up on to that back bumper, doing everything he can to try and hold on to a top 2, top 3 spot, knowing that he is tied right now for the points lead as they come in tonight. James Lehman is currently on the outside looking in. James Lehman actually 10th in points and wants to come home with a victory here tonight, spoil the fun for some of these championship contenders, and let him know that he is in fact still here to race. Another driver last week, Andrew Schulte, that came home with the victory outside of the points battle, the championship battle, but wanted to spoil the fun for these drivers, these top 8 guys, trying to make their names etch their names into multi-league Cup Series history, into multi-league history. And as we've mentioned time and time again here on Verdane TV, these guys race 7, 8 times a week throughout the week in lots of different racing disciplines, personalities, racetracks, all sorts of different cars throughout the week. And these guys want to be the winner of the championship for that Premier League here with the Stone River Outfitters Cup Series here in the multi-league. They want to come home with a victory. They want to come home with a championship here on Verdane TV. Oh, Scott Patton, big slide in the 46 car. Going to drop a whole bunch of positions. Going to stack up a couple of cars. Big mistake. A very rare mistake for the 46 car. And that end is, in fact, going to bring out the caution. And you can see that it is an absolute pileup here in the back of the pack, as everybody is hard on the binders waiting for the pace car to come out. But man, oh man, that is a big-time mistake for championship contender Scott Patton. We're going to have to back that up one more time here on the Kong Beer Bong instant replay. Scott Patton in the 46 car trying to be the life of the party here early on in this one, and a big-time slide coming out of the corner. And we're going to take a quick peek here as we've got the replay queued up. And here it is. Keep an eye on this 46 car. Closes right into the back bumper, almost to the 05, and screed all the way up high. Almost has it saved. Gets on the brakes, comes back down, and unfortunately a couple of drivers down in there, the 81, the 25, and the 117. Kim Quick in there in the 21 car as well. Gets some damage from that, but the 46 car comes away scot-free, no pun intended, and doesn't appear to have any damage on that 46 car. So good news for the 46, but that is absolutely going to be in the back of his head, knowing that he made a mistake here at Martinsville. Lights off on the pace car, getting everybody lined back up here. Going to take the green flag here on lap number 28. Lehman down on the bottom side. Wesley Holland, the new contender, up in the front row after the mistake from the 46 car. Scott Patton going to hold on to the high side for now. Charlie Widener in the 95 is up in there. James Brown, the 00, haven't mentioned his name all night. He's up in the top 4. Mike Erder in the 117. A little bit of damage on that car, but it looks like he is still a strong contender, and there you see Scott Patton sliding on back to that 6th position. And big-time jump for the 05 car. Lehman is down and away. Four-car breakaway up towards the front. All those drivers single file right now. The battle now is, in fact, with Scott Patton and James Brown for that 5th position. Scott Patton trying to take advantage down the bottom side and move himself back up into contention with this one. And you can see he gets up and around the James Brown machine and Jeff Gilmore as well to slide into the 5th place. You can see a little bit of contact there. Kim Quick into the back bumper of James Brown. He's going to use the inside to get down and around, and you can see that these drivers have some close quarter racing throughout the racetrack here at Martinsville. The half-mile paperclip, as it's so been called, and every driver utilizing every corner, every inch of this racetrack to try and take advantage, try and get the advantage, and move themselves up towards the front. Caution flag out once again here, and we'll take a peek here at what brought out the Kong Beer Bong instant replay. Sean Turner down on pit road, but we'll pull up the instant replay, find out exactly what went down to bring out caution flag number 4 here on lap 32. 36 car having a little bit of a rough night here tonight. Sean Turner involved in this one. getting a little bit loose going into the corners, and you'll see the 36 car up on the high side, up outside of that concrete, just loses the back end of the race car, spins right around in the racing groove, gets tagged by the 111 car, but then you can see he calls for the quick reset there on pit road. He's going to come down pit road and get a tow truck down there, get that car sorted out and down and away. So tough break for the 36 car. He's going to be on pit road for just a little bit as he gets that car towed around the racetrack and then worked on a little bit of damage there on the 36, but that's going to give these drivers an opportunity to come down pit road. About half the field now being led or being down on pit road. The 81 has some damage of Andrew Schulte, Eric Talent. Great looking race car there, the lime green car, number 5. He is going to come down pit road as well and get some service. 81 car looks like he used his quick repair there, so that's good news for him. Calvin Miller down in the 20 Fanatec car. He's going to come off pit road here as well. The 087 off down and away. Bill Paradise in the 556. Brian Stewart in the 11 as well. But still up front, James Lehman, Wesley Holland, Charlie Wider, Mike Erder, and Scott Patton, your current top 5.
Hey, I'm CTWE Wrestler The Mac.
And I'm Showtime Stevie Stamos.
Have you ever dreamed of owning your own race car and taking it out for a test drive? Well, thanks to our friends that Rent a Race Car, you can!
Visit www.rentaracecarne.com for all the details on how you can take one of these babies out to Stafford Motor Speedway. We'll see you at the races.
Touchdown!
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Restart number 5 here, getting ready to go as the iRacing pace car turned the lights off, and these drivers getting ready to go down. You can see a couple of drivers speeding their way off a pit road to catch up to the tail end of the field. Still 28 drivers in this one. One driver, one lap down. The 111 of John Henderson in the 28th position, being currently scored one lap down. Everybody else still on the lead lap. James Lehman up front, Wesley Holland on the outside. There you see Charlie Widener, Mike Erder, Kim Quick, and Scott Patton, the top 6 drivers. A little bit of bumper car action there on the restart, and this time Wesley Holland down and away on the outside, going to make the magic happen. He's going to pull down in front of the 05 car and take over the lead. We'll see what that 41 car can do here with clean air as the top two cars pull away just a little bit from the field. You can see Mike Erder having a good show as well, moving on up into the world, and Charlie Widener going to slide on up and into the first place. Scott Patton right there on his back bumper. Kim Quick is there as well. Daniel Ferguson, the 25 Aflac car. A little bit of damage on that race car from earlier on, but still holding tough. There you see the damage on the back end of the Goose, and he is going to still march his way up towards the front, down one spot from where he qualified, but still having a great run of it so far. The 00, the double aught of James Brown there in 8th place. Vern Markheim and Christopher Davis currently rounding out the top 10, and we're back to the conveyor belt action here at Martinsville. These drivers getting a little tired of the caution flags here, so you can listen to James Brown kind of burping the throttle a little bit going around this racetrack. Scott Patton now going to try and get around Charlie Widener there on the bottom side and make it look easy. We'll take a ride on board with that 46 car, and you can hear all the way off the throttle, turning that wheel as hard as he can all the way to the left, and right back on that throttle for a second or two, maybe 3 seconds, and off the throttle, hard on the brakes, hard on the left-hand turn to get that corner, to get that car to turn through the corners here around Martinsville. And these laps clicking off relatively quickly. Taking a peek here at some of the quick times. Those are the best lap times that these drivers have put down here. You can see James Lehman pretty quick with a 1946 as he gets back around Wesley Holland for the lead as the caution flag comes out once again. 9 car of David Schreck pointed in the wrong direction. Again, trying to be the life of the party with the Kong Beer Bong Instant Replay. Be sure to check those out over at kong2.2drunk.net. They've got the camo Kongs. They've got all sorts of good stuff, and they've got free shipping right now as well. So be sure to check them out at kong.2drunk.net. We'll take a look at the 9 and the 11 car. The Miller car sliding up just a little bit, gets into the door of the 9 car, slides them on around, barely misses the 20 car, gets a little piece of the 556, but gets that thing, grabs the gear, tries to get it pointed in the right direction, but he's going to come down and away, and that right there is going to open up pit road, and it's feeding time at the zoo. Everybody down on pit road that is trying to get themselves to the end of the race here, lap number 44, and you can see everybody down on pit road. A couple of drivers electing to stay out here, but everybody getting tires, it looks like. Right side's going up on these front qualifiers, jacking up the left-hand side of the race cars as well. Here for the 5th caution flag of the evening, Wesley Holland going to come home second here. James Lehman comes off pit road first, and Scott Patton going to be back there in third. And these drivers know that they're going to have a little bit fresher tires than some of the drivers that have elected to stay out here. Looking at how long these drivers have been out, Kim Quick has been out in the entirety of this race, 44 laps so far. Schultz, Talent, and Voiles, the rest of the top 4, they've been out for about 12 laps. And Jason Garrett in the 79 car has been out for about 20 laps. And the first set of fresh tires is back there in 8th with James Lehman. You can see Paradise and Miller there have 12 laps each on the set of tires that they're on. So everybody from 8th on back, 4 fresh Goodyear tires. Old tires up front with Kim Quick in the 21 car. He's going to try and lead himself a couple of laps here, and we'll see what he can do on those old tires here as we get closer and closer to the halfway marker. I want to take just a moment to make sure that everybody knows that you're able to check out the Verdane TV merchandise tent, the virtual merchandise tent. Shoot on over to www.verdane.shop. We've got Verdane TV hooded sweatshirts. We've got the wool winter hats. We've got the ball caps. We've got all sorts of good stuff. The Rent a Race Car brand, the Angry Tree Guy brand, all that good stuff. Even some cool Grand Theft Auto logo t-shirts in there as well. Be sure to check all that out at Verdane.shop. Winter is coming, and it's going to get cold, cold, cold. So you make sure you get yourself a Verdane TV sweatshirt to keep yourself warm. And the lights are off on that pace car, so things are about to heat up. Once again, here at Martinsville, Kim Quick going to elect to take the outside on those older tires. The 81 car of Andrew Schultz. We saw him tore up a few laps ago, involved in an earlier wreck. He's going to take the bottom side in that 81 car. Chris Voiles, Eric Talent, and Jason Garrett currently going to be the top 5.
Welcome to Larry's Used Car Dealership. Are you trying to find a vehicle that's right for you? This is the place to come. You know, I always had this one philosophy when I was a youngin' that my grandpappy, Mosley Larry, told me. Why would you buy a brand new vehicle at brand new prices that's just going to become used anyways? No way, man. If you take the time and just come down and buy a vehicle that's already used, and the best thing is, we got everything you need. You want to get up chili quick? Hell yeah, Bodie, Outlaw, Nagasaki, Bad Girl, get it done. You won't be able to get groceries and climb chili? The freaking Seminole Frontier is what's for you. You just need a work truck, something to get back and forth to the shop, something that can get work done, something that can carry. The Vapid Saddler is a puppy that can climb. And you know what? In this day and age, you're going to get robbed. So why not have something that can prevent it too? Now, if you're looking for a new used car and you don't have nothing done yet, you come down to Larry's Used Auto, Route 68 at Harmony, or if you don't have time to drive, you can simply call me at 136-713-9579. And don't forget, if you ain't shopping at Larry's, you ain't doing.
Base car down and away. We're getting ready to get a restart here on lap number 55. 5 laps away from the halfway point here in Martinsville. You can see Andrew Schulte back up front. Eric Talon up 12 spots in the second position. Chris Voiles having a good run as well. He's up 28 spots from where he qualified in that 49 car. Now in the second position as he gets down on the inside of the 5 car. Slides all the way up the racetrack, opens the door for Scott Patton, and drivers playing bumper car. James Lehman is around, one of the championship contenders, and we are stacking them up here in a big way. Everybody stopped on the front stretch from about 11th place on back, and it's going to take just a moment to get these drivers to get things sorted out. And you can see everybody very, very frustrated at this point, trying to get pointed in the right direction, but this is going to be one of those replays we're going to have to take a look at from the Kong Beer Bong blimp here with the Kong Beer Bong instant replay. And man, oh man, calamity in a big way here at Martinsville. And we're going to take a peek here, focus in on the 05 car up towards the front of the pack here as we watch this instant replay. There you see him on the right side of your screen, up on the high side. 49 car gets high, wide, and handsome. He gets a little bit of a spin around. The 41 gets tags the 05 from the back. And here is the pileup. The 25 big hit in the Aflac car. He's going to have to call Aflac for sure. Vern Markheim trying to get the thing spun around and bumps into the 01 car. So this is going to put a lot of drivers down on pit road with a lot of repairs to get done here as we approach the halfway marker. Lap number 60 in the books. Getting a restart with 61 here at the halfway marker. Scott Patton back up into that second spot. Andrew Schultz still holding on to the lead. Eric Talent in third. Wesley Holland in fourth. And Christopher Davis in fifth. Christopher Davis up 16 spots, but right behind him, Chris Voiles in the 49 car up 25 spots. And that is our biggest mover here of the evening in that 49 car. So definitely having himself a good drive here at Martinsville. And there goes the pace car. He's on pit road. We'll see how long he stays there. Andrew Schultz with the jump. Green flag is in the air, thundering on down into turn one, and that's what you like to see here at Martinsville. Clean racetrack, clean air, and everything behind you. All the calamity, all the wrecks, all the damage, and all the tore-up race cars are back there in the behind you in your rear-view mirror. But Scott Patton now trying to make the outside work. Doesn't quite have the momentum to get around the 81 car. He's going to tuck back into the tire tracks momentarily, but he's going to try and get that car wound up there on the high side. You can see he's entering the corner much higher than Schultz is in the 81 car. That time sticks right on the back bumper, closes up, and you can see that that's definitely going to be a battle that's not going to go away. Scott Patton wants to come home with a victory here, but he's got Wesley Holland now right on his back bumper. So you're going to see the 46 car looking out the windshield, looking at the side of the windshield, looking out the rear view mirror, all over the racetrack, keeping your head on a swivel here at Martinsville. Tough to see all of the action here at once. And you can see the 3-car breakaway up towards the front. Andrew Schultz holds on to the lead. Scott Patton there in second. Wesley Holland now in third. Eric Talent in fourth, and the Voiles there in the 49 car holding on to the top 5. Derek Schreck around, but it looks like he is going to clear the racetrack before the caution flag comes out. We are clean and green, and the 3-car breakaway up towards the front. Scott Patton now has a little bit of breathing room in behind him, with Wesley Holland dropping back just a little bit, and that's going to give the 46 car the go-ahead to try and attack the 81 car. He fakes him on the outside, gets him on the inside, door-to-door, door handle coming out of turn number 4. Solid, even at the line almost. Andrew Schultz with a little bit of an advantage, but this time by, you can see Scott Patton really has that momentum down on the bottom side. And you can see top side has just a little bit more coming off, with a 49 car in the back there, going to bring out the caution flag once again. Chris Voiles, all that running up towards the front, going to send him back on towards the back of the pack, and that is a tough break for the 49 car, as he is going to bring out our 8th caution here tonight. And we're going to take a look again here at the Kong Beer Bong instant replay. Appears to be just a little bit more of the same, coming in a little bit too hot, exiting the corner, hard on the throttle. The 117, great job hitting the binders and slowing up, avoiding the 49 car, but pardon me, unfortunately hard on the binders, or hard on the throttle there, spins that car right around, loses the back end of the race car, and you can see heavy damage in the front end as he hits the inside safer barrier there on the bottom of the racetrack. So that's a tough break for the 49 car of Chris Voiles. He's going to come down pit road, try and get some of that damage repairs. Jason Hughes and Calvin Miller down on pit road there as well. Heavy damage there for the 58 car, the SRX ride of Jason Hughes. You can see missing the front bumper of the race car. I believe that's from the earlier incidents where we were all stacked up on the front straightaway, and you can see the heavy or a long pit stop to try and get that damage done. And you can see he's going to try and get out in front of the pace car. Going to be close. It looks like he is in fact going to stay on the lead lap, and that's one of the tough things here at Martinsville. The racetrack is so short that it's very easy to lose a lap here on pit road. green flag out again here on lap number 72. Andrew Schultz holding on to the lead, but a hard-charging number 46, Scott Patton, in that second spot. He wants to take away the win. Wants to leave here with momentum heading into next week's championship race here at Phoenix International Speedway. And he is doing everything he can to make sure that he enters in on top. He wants to show this field of race cars that he is going to be the driver to beat. Little single file action all the way back throughout the top 5. Here you can see the top 10 rather. Kim Quick going to be the first car, 2x2 with a 77 car of Jack Watts. Jack Watts holding on to the, a little bit of a wiggle there for the 77 of Watts. He's going to hold on to it, but that's going to give the position to Kim Quick. And here comes that 77 car. Very strong on the high side, but it looks like he's going to slip up one more time and drop back. The 78 car now going to see what he can do. James Hearns on the inside of the 77 car as Kim Quick moves himself up a little bit further into the top 10 in the 9th position. And this is the first side-by-side battle here. James Hearns down on the bottom side. Going to try and make the magic happen, trying to get in the inside and trying to get pulling away here. And there you see, he does in fact get it. And the 77 dropping backwards just a little bit there on that high side. It's tough to get the grip up there, especially on older tires. And you can see there's a lot of damaged race cars from mid-pack on back from earlier incidents here as we work lap number 76. Andrew Schultz now under fire. Scott Patton on the bottom side trying to get up towards the lead once again. He's going to have the momentum. He's going to have just enough to lead the lap, but not quite enough to get up in front of the 81 car of Andrew Schultz. And you can see the 81 going to go up high, wash up the track just a little bit. Going to give the position to the 46 car. He's going to slide right into his tire tracks. And now he's got Wesley Holland on his back bumper challenging for that second position. And these drivers know that these two drivers coming into the lead, coming into this race, tied for the lead in points. The 46 car of Scott Patton, the 41 of Wesley Holland. They know that they need to keep that momentum rolling. They need to get themselves a good, solid finish, and they need to finish in front of the other 6 drivers here in this field to make sure that they're locked into the championship here for the race championship at Phoenix International Speedway next week. And again, Stone River Outfitters is going to be sponsoring the event and the championship. And it's been a long season all the way throughout here with the Multi-League Cup Series, and it's coming to a close next week, but not before we get 40 more laps of racing action here at Martinsville. Live on Verdane TV is Scott Patton holding on to the lead. Andrew Schultz doing everything he can to try and get back around that 46 car, but that 46 strong at every racetrack we've been to this season. And he's showing it again here that he's very strong at Martinsville. Lap starting to wind down here. Lap number 82 of 120. Less than 40 laps to go. Scott Patton has about a car length and a half over Andrew Schultz to Wesley Holland a little bit further on back. And you can see Mike Erder has a little bit of a breakaway there in fourth. Eric Talent, Charlie Widener side by side. And you can hear that sounds like a car going sideways. And in fact, it is. James Lehman finding himself in trouble once again in that 05 car. Lots of damage on the Valvoline ride, and that's going to bring out another caution here at Martinsville. Backing up the old replay here with the Kong Beer Bong instant replay, and Lehman involved in a very intense battle there with Kim Quick there in the 21 car. Lehman on the bottom of the 05, 21 car up on the high side. Kim Quick, you can see he's got some damage there on the right-hand side, and not quite sure how to call that. Looks like a couple of drivers going for the same piece of real estate, I think is what we'll call that. Big-time contact between the 05 and the 21. And that's going to send the 05 spiraling down into the wall. And you can see some damage on the 05 car. So you can bet he'll be down on pit road, as well as a lot of the other drivers here in the top 20 or so to try and get some of this damage repaired. So under caution once again here on lap number 85 here at Martinsville, the Multi-League Cup Series. Going to take this opportunity to pay some bills, to listen in to one of our partners. Going to step into the virtual reality world of Grand Theft Auto and have a word with one of our sponsors here, Larry's Used Auto, from the High Caliber Roleplay server in Grand Theft Auto, highcaliber-rp.com if you wanted to check it out. But let's listen in to our good friend, Hank Beaker.
Welcome to Larry's Used Car Dealership. Are you trying to find a vehicle that's right for you? This is the place to come. You know, I always had this one philosophy when I was a youngin' that my grandpappy, Mosley Larry, told me. Why would you buy a brand new vehicle at brand new prices that's just going to become used anyways? No way, man. If you take the time and just come down and buy a vehicle that's already used, and the best thing is, we got everything you need. You want to get up Chiliad quick? Hell yeah, Bodie, Outlaw, Nagasaki, Bad Girl, get it done. You want to be able to get groceries and climb Chiliad? The freaking Seminole Frontier is what's for you. You just need a work truck, something to get back and forth to the shop, something to get work done, something that can carry. The Vapid Saddler is a puppy that can climb. And you know what? In this day and age, you're going to get robbed.
Green flag in the air once again. Lap number 88. 2/8 on the board, 120 laps to distance. And you can see the top 5 drivers sorting it out rather quickly, getting single file. Caution's out again. Gonna back up the instant replay, take another look here at the Kong Beer Bong instant replay, and a little 3-wide action it looks like here with some of the drivers knowing that the race is getting closer and closer to the close, and these drivers wanting to get every advantage that they possibly can. And you can see here a little 3-wide action, and there you see it. 3 wide there, Kim Quick on the high side, James Brown there, a little bit of contact there, and that's going to collect a whole bunch of drivers here at this point, blocking the racing grooves. The 58 car gets by down on the bottom side. Great job there. The 340 just comes to a complete stop. That's some heads-up driving right there to make sure that he doesn't hit anybody or anything on the racetrack. But that's definitely a tough break for a lot of those drivers, James Brown in the 00 especially. And as all that was happening, we see to have ourselves a new leader. Scott Patton gets around the 81 car of Andrew Schulte for the lead. Wesley Holland still in third, Mike Erder in fourth, and Jason Garrett, the 79 car, in the fifth spot. Charlie Widener, Christopher Davis, Jack Watts, Jason Hughes, and Trent Drum in the top 10. And got to give a call to Jason Hughes there in the 58 car. Lots of heavy damage on that race car all the way around. Every single quarter panel is kicked in, and he's still in the top 10, holding on to the 9th spot. And he's up 19 spots from where he qualified as well. So having himself a good run. There's a really good shot at the field. There are a lot of wrecked and torn up race cars here at Martinsville for the Multi-League Cup Series. Having a little bit of a war of attrition here this evening, but we'll get to the end of it for sure with less than 30 laps to go. Pace car going to jump down on pit road. Going to get the restart here on lap number 94. 26 laps to go here at Martinsville. 26 laps to find our championship for the 4 drivers that are going to move on and race for that championship trophy here next week at Phoenix International Speedway. And you can see these 2 drivers up towards the front have pulled away just a little bit. Calamity towards the middle of the pack, and you can see lots of action going on all the way around. And it looks like the 5 car of Eric Talent finds himself pointed in the wrong direction. Grabs a gear, gets going again. 3 wide as the caution flag is already out. And they get it sorted out here, but under caution here for the 11th time on lap number 95. Taking a peek here, keep a focus on that 5 car, little 3 wide action. The 111 car bounces off the outside wall and gets into the 5 car just a bit, but it looks like everybody was in fact able to pull away and drive away. And these drivers find out that they are trying to go for the same piece of real estate doesn't quite work if in the physical or in the real world, let alone in the virtual world. So drivers get a lot of damage, a lot of tore up race cars throughout the field here, and getting down to the nitty gritty, getting down to the final closing laps here at Martinsville. And drivers trying to get everything that they possibly can here before the end of this show. And Scott Patton still holding on to the lead. Andrew Schulte there in second. Wesley Holland in third. Mike Roeder and Jason Garrett the top 5. Charlie Widener, Jack Watts, Christopher Davis, Trent Drum, and Jason Hughes holding on to the top 10. Currently the highest, or the biggest mover rather, is Jason Hughes. He's up 18 spots from where he qualified, and that race car has seen better days. The SRX Bad Maple Racing number 58 car. Looking like a little bit of a modified there, but still having a good go. Still running in the 10th position, holding on to the top 10. Green flag flying once again here. 10 laps to go. Scott Patton holding on to the lead. Still side by side for second. These microphones work a whole lot better when they don't come unplugged. Under caution once again, the 78 car finds himself in a little bit of trouble there in the back, a little bit further on back of the pack, and we're going to bring out the caution flag one more time here at Martinsville. A little bit slick on the high side of the racetrack, focusing on that rising number 78 car. Gets a little bit out of shape, gets high, wide, and handsome, and spins around, loses the back end of the race car. The 54 up in there as well. Talent in the 5 car. Unfortunately, nowhere to go, but luckily for him, he doesn't have a nose left on that race car. Just kind of bumped him with the radiator. And that's going to bring out the pace car one more time here. Going to leave 18 cars now on the lead lap, and a couple of drivers flirting with the pit road entry. As you can see, everybody pretty much staying out here in the top 10. A couple of drivers back a little bit further, going to come down, maybe get try and take advantage of some fresh tires here. There you see the 20 car going to dip on down to pit road. One of the lap cars, it's Calvin Miller. Currently scored the 18th position. He's going to try and get himself a little bit of an advantage there. You can see the wave around coming on by, and we've got 7 laps to go. Going to get the restart. Probably about 5 laps to go here at Martinsville Speedway. And again, we're going to find out which 4 of these drivers are going to go to Phoenix International Raceway next week, next Thursday night here live on Vidane TV to race themselves for a championship. Five laps to go, green flag in the air, 4 laps to go as we cross the line. Scott Patton going to grab the lead from Andrew Schulte in the 81 car. They're going to pull away, 3-car breakaway, 3 cars in a straight line, 4 cars in a straight line as Charlie Weiner gets on up in front of Mike Erder there in the 117 car. Battle between the Canadian drivers, and the Canadian driver spins around. The 79 in and out car finds himself on the outside looking in, and more of a pile up there on the front stretch coming out of turn number 4. Caution flag number 14 here at Martinsville. Taking a look at the Kong Beer Bong instant replay one more time, and you can see lots of drivers going for the same pieces of real estate, getting close to the end of this race, and these drivers know that they need to try and get up towards the front and have themselves a good finish. But in order to finish good, you got to finish first. And a lot of drivers having a lot of damage, sporting a lot of wrecked race cars throughout the field here. So it's going to be a tough break for a lot of those guys that have been kind of battling through this war of attrition we found ourselves in here at Martinsville. But Scott Patton up in front, seeing all that calamity happen in his rear view mirror, and that's what you want to see there. It looks like the 20 car going to get the free pass as he drives around the field, and the pace car. We're going to get ourselves a green-white checkered attempt here at Martinsville Speedway. Scott Patton up front. Andrew Schultz been strong all night long. Wesley Holland found himself in third for most of the evening. Charlie Widener there in fourth. Mike Erner in fifth. Christopher Davis in sixth. He's up 15 spots. Vern Markheim has found himself in the top 8. They're in seventh. Jack Watts up 16 spots in the 77 car. Holding on currently to the 8th position, Eric Talent in the 5 car. Saw him spun around a couple of cautions ago. He's in 9th. And Jason Hughes, a very tore-up race car, up 18 spots from where he qualified in the 58 SRX Racing machine. In the top 10, James Brown, John Henderson, James Hearns, Billy Berngarner, Bryant Stewart, and Calvin Miller, currently the drivers still on the lead lap. And from what we've seen tonight, if you're on the lead lap, you've got an opportunity at the W here at Martinsville. And we can see everybody lined up now 2 by 2 again all the way throughout the field. And the lights are off in the iRacing pace car. We're going to watch him dip on down to pit road, or the safety of pit road. That's where the wrecks don't happen. And we'll watch these guys come down to the restart once again here. Green, white, checkered action. And we're going to see Scott Patton hammer down. He's going to slide on up. Nope, he's going to hold on to the bottom side there. Andrew Schultz going to charge on the high side in a big way. He's going to try and make it stick. Slips up the racetrack just a little bit. Opens the door for Wesley Holland in that 41 car. But he's still going to try and make the magic happen. A little bit of a slip up there for Scott Patton in the 46. Easy enough for me to say. Last lap, white flag, white rag. This race is official. Still side by side. Coming out of turn number 2. Holding on to it right now is Scott Patton. He's going to come down into turn number 3. Still side by side with the 46 and the 81. Going to be a drag race here off the corner. Oh, sideways for the 81. Give the victory to the number 46. Scott Patton wins at Martinsville. Going to give him maximum points. He's going to go on to the race of champions next week at Phoenix International Raceway. Taking a look at the finishing order on your screen, you can see Scott Patton, Andrew Schultz, and Wesley Holland, the top 3 finishers here this evening. We're going to talk to them in the post-race show. And we're going to see if we can't talk to the winner here first. Hasn't even gotten an opportunity to do his burnout yet, but we're still going to talk to him. A little bit of a war of attrition here tonight, Scott, but you came out on top, and you've gotten yourself maximum points. You're going to be racing for a championship here at Phoenix next week on Verdane TV. How does that feel?
Hell yeah. That kind of gives me chills, man. That's awesome. It's been a heck of a long season here, as we all know. So, yeah, just kind of hit me right now that we're getting down to the wire, and looking forward to the new Phoenix. I recently just put out the new format with the start-finish line down there in turn 1 and 2, so the old 1 and 2. So looking forward to that. A track that nobody else really has much experience on, including myself. So looking forward to it.
Going to be a lot of fun. iRacing coming out with new content all the time, and we're going to be racing, you heard it here, live on Verdane TV. We're going to be racing at the brand new Phoenix next Thursday night. And that is exciting. These 4 championship drivers going to be going in to a lot of unknowns. They do have full 7 days to try and practice. You're going to blow that motor up doing that burnout, Scott.
There it goes.
Entertaining the fans, and, well, we're blowed up now going backwards. But a great run here tonight. Got a little bit of a mishap earlier on. Got a little bit loose, lost the back end of the race car. What was going through your mind at that point? Did you get nervous at all, or did you know you were going to be able to work your way back up towards the front?
Once I was able to kind of collect it and keep it in one piece without getting run over as the yellow came out, I knew we were going to be okay. I think we restarted 6th or 7th or something. I figured we'd kind of be okay. We kind of had a strategy coming into this race for just being somewhat conservative and, take our top 10 and whatnot and take the points and run on to Phoenix. But fortunately, Andrew put up a heck of a battle up there. That was awesome running fender to fender with him. And times like that are just too fun not to race him that hard. So that was an awesome job by him, especially on the green-white checker there. And there we go with another checkered flag for the season.
Another checkered flag. That is win number 12 here on the season for the Multi-League Cup Series here. And, well, we're first going to have to thank the pit crew for coming out and pushing this thing back to victory lane. But who else is on this race car? Who else makes it happen for the virtual 46 car?
You can probably see them, Stone River Upfitters. Appreciate their sponsorship for the league, supporting the whole league, being the title sponsor. StoneRiverOutfitters.com, as well as on Facebook for all your fly tying needs. Check them out, StoneRiverOutfitters.com. Who else do we got? Vidane, of course, you guys, and all your hard work over there behind the microphones. Appreciate that. And we got a couple stickers for Kent Conley, who he's our brother here at Multi-League Series, so get some stickers to remember him, as well as Craig Covington. I think there's several other cars in the field that have their stickers too in remembrance. So I know that they're watching it from up above and supporting us, and they'll be watching next week at Phoenix too. I think other than that, I think that's about it for this week.
Great run tonight, Scott. Congratulations on the win. Momentum on the side of the 46 crew heading into championship week next week at Phoenix. Congratulations.
Yeah. Let's go. Appreciate it, Paul.
Slide on down pit road just a little bit further, catch up with the second place driver, Andrew Schultz, strong all night long, swapping back and forth for the lead in second place. Stayed in the top 5, I believe, for the entire night, man. Talk to us. Great run tonight.
Yeah, we did our best to stay up front. Had a little issue at the beginning of the race. I don't know, it was probably like 20 or somewhere around there. Got turned around checking up for a wreck. And then being back there, we short pitted a little bit to try and make up some track position there, figuring that we were going to have more cautions to save the fuel that we needed, and had an abundance left. Didn't expect to have as many cautions that we did tonight, but yeah, congrats to Scott on that win. That was a fun battle there at the end, and he seemed to have the best car tonight, so just happy to come away with a second place there.
A great run, and kind of breaking it up, showing a good run here for some of these championship contenders. Not quite in the top 8, but still having yourselves a good run, letting everybody know that you're here to race and you're here to win, and hopefully we can see you in victory lane here next week at Phoenix. Do want to give you the opportunity to thank anybody, friends, family, sponsors, anybody that makes it happen for the Virtual 81 team.
Shout out to Patented Paints for whipping up this paint job. I know he had done it earlier on in the year for us, and took a break from the Kellogg's to sponsor some Camping World for the last 2 races here. Again, congrats to him for the win. Good to have a Bandit Motorsports 1-2 finish there. And thank you guys for broadcasting this, and everyone that makes this league a good show to put on for everyone and a fun place to race.
Absolutely, and definitely momentum on the side of the 81 team heading into the final race next week at Phoenix. Great run here tonight. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
And Wesley Holland, our third place finisher here tonight, came into this final race before the championship cutoff, tied with Scott Patton for the lead, finishes third, and he's going to come out of this race second in points, and that means he's racing for a championship. Wesley, great run here tonight. Talk to us about that race.
I mean, it was a crazy one. A lot of cautions there. Never really had a chance to get up and get going. We had a couple green flag stints there, but they weren't very long, so don't even really know what I had for a car other than just trying to stay clean and make it onto the Final Four, and looks like that's what we're doing.
100%, and a great showing and great momentum heading into the final race of the championship next week. And we're going to be coming on the air a little bit early next week, probably about 8:15 Eastern time, to talk to the 4 championship contenders and find out what kind of strategy they're going to be able to at least maybe shine a little bit of light on here. Any chance you might be able to give us a little bit of a sneak preview of what you're thinking for next week?
Beat Scott and the other 2 guys on the track. I mean, I don't know what else I can do. I mean, there's no real strategy. Scott's A1 every week, so there's not much of a plan that I have set other than stay clean and maybe have a chance at the end there.
100%. The other 2 drivers with Scott and Wesley are going to be Vern Markheim and Christopher Davis. So those are the guys that you're going to be racing for that championship next week at Phoenix. And a crazy little stat, Charlie Widener finishes 4th here tonight. He finished 5th in the points, tied with Christopher Davis, but Christopher Davis won the tiebreaker because he had more top 5. So that's how tight the points are. That's how tight these drivers are heading into the championship week. And you got momentum on your side. A good run here tonight. We're running for a championship next week. And, just want to give you the opportunity. Who's going to make it happen? Who's going to bring that championship trophy home here for you next week?
I just want to give a shout out to my buddy Smoke over there with Bad Apple. He's the only one sticking with me here at the end, so shout out to him and you guys up in the broadcast booth, everybody over here at this league that makes it what it is. It's always awesome.
100%. Great run here tonight, man. Congratulations.
I appreciate it.
And that right there is going to wrap things up here for us on Vidane TV. Made mention earlier, we are going to come on the air about 8:15 next week, talk to these top 4 drivers, see if they can give us a little bit of an insight on what they're thinking for strategy next week here at the championship race. A long season all the way throughout, and it all comes down to 4 drivers at Phoenix International Speedway. And you heard Scott say it here first. We're going to be racing a brand new release from iRacing. Just came out last week of the Phoenix International Speedway. I haven't raced on it myself yet, but I've seen pictures, I've seen videos. An absolutely gorgeous virtual facility. Going to take a quick peek here at the upcoming weekly schedule here. We're off for the weekend, Monday night, getting closer and closer to crowning a champion for the Sim 500 Trans-Service Cup Series. That's going to be Monday night. Tuesday night, we're off. Wednesday night, little doubleheader action with the TCM Live episode number 37. Loose Lugs Cup Series coming at you at 9:05 Eastern at Wednesday night, and then next Thursday right back here for Phoenix. Going to be racing for a championship with a multi-league Cup Series, and Friday night, the Neps guys are back in New England, Pennsylvania iRacing Group. The Shift Marketing and Design Grand National Series racing once again next Friday night here on Vidane TV. But for everybody here at Vidane TV, I am in fact Showtime, Paul Strickland Jr. For everybody with the Multi-League Cup Series, Scott Patton and Patented Paints, and everybody from the Stone River Outfitters up there in New Hampshire, New England's prime fly tying shop in the New England area. Be sure to check them out on the web, check them out on Facebook. We'll make sure we get all the links and pages shared up on our Facebook page. Thank you so much for tuning in here tonight. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Let your friends know you were entertained by some live iRacing action. We'll catch you guys on the flip side when we do. We are going to be doing it live.